Hello guys, Team Raid and Raid here. We're here with Niko. We played the German Open in Frankfurt today. Tell us, what did you play? How did it go?
I played Fiendsmith Maliss. It was 701 players. I went 9-1. I lost round 9. Could have won in hindsight, but it was kind of hindsight. I don't know if it was a misplay. I decided to play Fiendsmith Maliss because it's a lot more fun than Ryzeal. And I think the deck is really, really good with the Fiendsmith cards. And I think people try to combo too much. I interpreted it more as a control deck that just wins by outvaluing your opponent. And I think that's the way to go for this deck because all this firewall combo stuff is just not needed. So let's get into the list. Of course, the 6 best names. Then I decided to run 3 cat because I did play Allures, and you just want to max out on names. You just want to rush through your deck because you're not playing a lot of non-engine. So you just want to dig for your non-engine going first and going second. This is super good to generate more card advantage and more pushes. To dig for your Fiendsmith card Bystials that just extend through the board and through Detonator. Then 3 underground, no terraforming because for space, of course against Droll, but mainly because this card is not that good against Ryzeal because like all the other cards trade kind of well into Detonator or like they pressure Detonator, but this card just goes like gets popped and nothing happens. So yeah, and you can access it anyway, so it's kind of redundant going first sometimes. So it's fine to not play Terra. I side 1 out against Ryzeal, for example. Going second. Then the 1 Gold Sark with the Dotscaper. This is sadly still needed for the combos because otherwise you're missing bodies even to go for your small bots. And it's good with Gold Sark just as an extender. And then 1 of each trap. You could play multiples of TB11, but 1 of each is fine. I think the traps can also get kind of redundant, especially with Allures, because your names are often already used in the banish pile. So the traps offer less value in this. You obviously need all 3 to like set up your board, but you don't need multiples, I think. Then 4 Bystials. Those are the best cards in this deck. Those at least, because board deck is weird because it doesn't trade well into Detonator, it just gets popped. While this adds Druids, and Druids is just broken because it deals with Detonator. Yeah, those are insane as extenders. Good to break the board. And to, if you get nipped, you can set up a lot, like you can play greedy alliance a lot of, pretty often if you like just have 1 Bystial in hand and you, on your opponent's turn you just go Bystial on white, banish, Crypta, and the rabbit comes back, sets your 07, and then you just get 2 non-target banishes, you fully set up, you draw more cards. It's pretty insane. Then for the Fiendsmith stuff, I think those, like, they offer a similar role compared to the Skyscraper cards. They play into Detonator, and they are extenders, they're 2 bodies, but I prefer those because they are better under Lancia because they do something on their own. And you can layer your bodies, you don't have to use both bodies at once. You can like use 1 body and use your Graveyard later after you got the Beerot, which is really nice. You don't have the hero potential of Engage, of course, but it also doesn't require you to play more board breakers, while hand traps are just slightly better right now. Together, but you don't want to see multiples of this. You want to draw into them. You draw a lot of cards, so you 2/2 is fine. It's better than 3/1 because this you want to be able to activate this at any point still to get this engrave. So you play 2/2 because it doesn't really matter which one you open. The 1 Larry and the 1 Paradise with the Lacrima. This is just really good to set up for your opponent's turn. Because you get 2 extenders and you just get to set up the trap in your opponent's turn. And Ryzeal cannot really deal with this. They can't force it really, they can only make Dweller. Yeah, and even going second is pretty good because you can like still go for a Typhon, leave this engrave, and it's really hard for your opponent to really do something against this. Then for non-engine, 3 Fuva, never resolved this until round 9, and where I opened 5 Chummies game 3. Like I didn't open, but after a few draws I instantly had 5 Chummies and no Maliss cards. Yeah, it's pretty good right now, so it has to be played probably. Then just the most generic ones, they just stop duo drive. This can also work as a breaker on your own turn, of course. I think these were fine. This is good against Fuva as well, so it's probably the best 6 ones, but they weren't overwhelmingly good, but they did what they are supposed to do, I guess. Then for the extra deck, as I said, I didn't play a lot of the combo stuff, so I didn't play the Firewall. My endboard is basically either Crypta with 06 or it's SP with 06. And what you do against Ryzeal is, because Exiton is usually very good into this, you just, like, if you have the Crypta, they summon 2 bodies, you banish one with Crypta, they summon another body, and then you just do this for, for the White Binder. Banish your Rabbit sets your other trap, the 07. If they Exiton, you just chain 07, banish this, banish the Exiton, you cannot die, you draw another card of this, Exiton is gone, so you cannot get SP'd, and you have like 7 or 8 cards in hand, so it's ridiculous. You cannot lose at this point, you cannot die because Exiton was made, so you just let Exiton resolve. Also, you can, on this game state where this would come back in a new chain, you can just chummy your opponent because your board is empty. So you can just let Exiton resolve, and you don't care, because next turn you can always play through 1 or 2 detonators. Alright, so this is still mandatory. I didn't play Lingo Rebo because I felt like you didn't need the second link, and the extra is pretty tight because of the Fiendsmith stuff. The 1 link spider, this is needed for Nibiru, like 100%. Really good to extend after Nip. The 1 SP, of course, the Lizard Splash Mage. 1 of each links. I didn't play any Kashkira decks, but it would have been nice to have this at 2 against Unicorn, but you just can't make space really. So I think I summoned every single card in the extra deck multiple times, so yeah. Phoenix was really good, was like last minute included. I included this like last night. And this is really nice because usually you have issues to force back row and to kill afterwards, so you cannot go for SP, and you don't want to summon your access code into like 1 or 2 unknown sets, so you can just go Phoenix, and you can easily co-link it with like this or Requiem or your link 3s that points to the sides. So this was really good. Then the 1 access code, really good in this. As I said, no firewalls. That's it for the links. I don't think you need more. I never missed anything, I think, and I made every single card multiple times, so I think this extra is perfect the way it is. The 1 Moon, because you can bridge into your Fiendsmith engine. If you like, in the normal combo, that's a standard line. You have the ransom on board next to 2 bodies, and you can just turn the 2 bodies into Fiendsmith stuff. Summon the engraver back, you have Lacrima engraver in this, and then afterwards you just link this into binder. So just get your Fiendsmith interruption and cycle for free, while not losing any bodies. The 1 Requiem, of course, 1 sequence with the Desiree. You don't have space for Agnum Die, I didn't miss it, but it is certainly nice because you could set up Agnum Die Desiree engrave if you open like engraver plus Dome House, but it's just one more, I think, because usually just your Dome House board is good enough to win if it resolves right now. And the 1 Typhon, this is really important into Ryzeal. For the side deck, 3 more Chummies, those are really good into Ryzeal. That's the only card I sided into Ryzeal. I sided out like either Dotscaper Goldsark or the Lacrima and the Trap together with 1 field spell. Then for Maliss, we needed 6 cards that are good going first and second, so it's those 6. I only played 1 mirror, so it didn't come up too much. And then we need something for Lancia that works against Ryzeal going first, because this covers Maliss going first already. And against lower decks, you don't need anything going first for Lancia, but against Ryzeal, we just max out on floodgates. D-Barrier is obviously good. I think this is even better than D-Barrier because they cannot add their follow-up. Like if they want to do something, they have to invest their whole hand into something. And if you and they cannot kill you under this, so you just play into the board. They are on 0 cards basically, and just chill on Detonator. So this was really insane for me. So yeah, that's it for the list. For shoutouts, first of all, big shoutouts to Zio and Johannes for building the deck with me. Shoutouts to Biba Tony for borrowing me the cards. Shoutouts to Philip, Matadona. Yeah, shoutouts to the whole team, obviously. Follow our socials, Card Market, YouTube, etc. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.
Bye bye.